Hi everyone, I am Zahara Rasheeda. So this is my web application which I have created for web programming and database management questions. So today I am going to explain you about the 30th question of database management. So this is the 30th question. Now let's go to the first question. Find the number of letters in the full name of all students in grade 11. So that means we should find the number of the letters of the full name who studies in grade 11. So now let's write the query for the first question. Here I will give as select asterisk from student. Now when I execute the query, you can see I have got the details like this. So we need to get both of these fields. For one field has full name. So for that, I will use the keyword as CONCAT. Inside the brackets, I will give the column name as student first name, comma, and I will keep a space. Again, student last name, like this. Now when I execute the query, you can see I have got the student name like this. So to change the column name, I will use the as keyword and I will mention it as student full name. So you can see the column name have been changed. After that, to get the character length, I will use the keyword as character length. Inside the brackets, I will use the keyword which is known as CONCAT. And here I will mention the student's first name, comma, and also the student's last name. Now when I execute the query, you can see I have got the student full name like this and the length. So now you can see here I have got the student full name and also the number of the letters. So to change the column name, here I will use the as keyword and I will give as student name letter count. Now when I execute the query, this is how we get the result. So you can see this is how we should answer the first question. Now let's go to the second question. Singular language and literature. Find the number of letters in this word. So that means we should find the number of letters in this word. So for that, I will write the query. Select. To find the number of characters, I will use char length. Inside brackets, I will give the word which I need to count. Language and literature. And I will use the as keyword. And I will change the column name as letter count. Now when I execute the query, you can see I have got the number of the letters in the singular language and literature word. So that means there are 29 letters. So now let's go to the third question. Find the number of letters in the full name of all students in grade 11 A class. So that means we should find the number of letters of the full name of all the students who is in grade 11 A class. So for that, I will write the query. Select asterisk from student, and I will use the inner join class on, and I will give the class ID which is equal to student class ID, where the class name should be equal to 11A. Now when I execute the query, you can see this is how I have get the result. So I need to get the first name column and the last name column has the full name. So for that, I will use the keyword which is known as CONCAT, and inside the brackets I will mention the student first name, comma, and also the student last name. So you can see I have got the student first name and the last name like this. So to change the column name, I will use the as keyword, and I will mention it as student full name. After that, to get the character length, to get the number of letters, I will use the keyword which is known as character length. Inside the brackets, I will mention as student first name, comma, student last name. And here I will give the keyword as concat to keep the first name and last name together. Now when I execute the query, you can see I have got the number of letters. But to change the column name, I will use the as keyword. I will give as number of letters. Now when I execute the query, I have got the number of letters and the full name of the student, like this. So this is how we should answer the third question. Now let's go to the fourth question. Prepare the first name of all students. Prepare the first name of all students. Now let's go to the fourth question. Prepare the first name of all grade 11B students in capital letters. That means we should change the first name to the capital letters who studies in grade 11B. So now let's write the query. Here I will give as select from student table and I will give an inner join to join the class and the class ID, which is equal to student table's class ID Now when I execute the query, you can see this is how I have got the details. And to get only the 11B class students, I will mention as where the class name should be equal to 11B. Now when I execute the query, these are the records which I have got of the 11B students. After that, I need to change the first name of the students as capital letters. So for that, I will write the query as student dot the first name, comma, I will use the keyword as upper, and inside the bracket I will give as student first name. Now when I execute the query, you can see I have got the first name of the student and it has been converted to uppercase. And to change the column name, I will use the as keyword and I will give as capital first name. Now when I execute the query, you can see the column name have been changed. So this is how we should answer the fourth question. Now let's go to the fifth question. Prepare the names of all subjects. Now let's go to the fifth question. Here they have told prepare the names of all the subjects in simple letters. That means we should convert all the subjects in simple letters. So for that, I will write the query as select asterisk from subject. When I execute the query, you can see here I have got all three subjects. After that, you can see the first letter have been capital, so we need to change all the letters for simple letters. So for that, I will give as subject name, comma, And to change the letters into simple letters, I will use the keyword as lower, and inside the brackets I will give as subject name. And when I execute the query, you can see here we have got the subject name like this, and we have converted it to simple letters. And to change the column name, I will use as keyword, and here I will give as simple letter name. When I execute the query, you can see the column name have been changed like this. So this is how we should answer the 5th question. Now let's go to the 6th question. Find the average of marks obtained by Amanda Moses, student in class 11A in all term examinations in the subject of science. So that means we should find the average. So for that, I will give as select from student exam mark record table Now using inner join, I can join to another table, student 1 student ID, which is equal to student exam mark record and again I will use the inner join to join the class table on the class ID, which is equal to student tables class ID, and using inner join I will join the subject table on the subject ID, which is equal to student exam mark record table subject ID. Now I will use the where keyword to mention what I need to find. So what I need to find is the student first name should be equal to Amanda and student last name should be equal to Moses. Now when I execute the query, you can see I have got all the details of Amanda Moses. But here in the question they have specifically mentioned about the science subject. So that means we should find only about the science subject. So for that I will use and the subject name should be equal to science. Now when I execute the query, I have got 2 records of Amanda Moses, and after that, to find the average between these 2 marks, I will use AVG, which is used to find the average as the keyword, and inside the brackets I will mention the column name, student exam mark record tables column name is mark, and after that to change the column name I will use as average mark. Now when I execute the query, you can see I have got the average mark as 80. So this is how we should answer the 6th question. Hope you understood everything about the 30th question. Thank you.